Hi parents, my name is Miss Holden and I am your child's Algebra 2 teacher. So I just wanted to put this together in case you weren't able to make the Meet the Teacher night. So your son or daughter is enrolled in Algebra 2. It is a Regents class. They take the Regents in June. Algebra 2 is a very difficult class. It's one of the harder Regencies to pass. There is a lot of material that I have to cover. They basically learn something new every day. Homework is every day. It's reasonable. I use the Google Classroom, so there's a calendar, all the materials in the Google Classroom. There's a calendar, the notes packet, practice packet, do nows. That all gets handed out, but in case they're absent, it's there. I also post videos, so if they're absent or they have a music lesson, they can watch a video from what we did that day. I do try and make the homework reasonable, but they do have to practice. And I tell them really they have to come to class every day ready to learn. Their phones are away. They need to try the problems. We usually, do one or two together and then they try one. Ask questions. Math is really all about practice. This class builds upon Algebra 1, which they took 2 years ago. Unfortunately, when they took it, that was during COVID when they were only coming to school one day a week. So depending on what they did or didn't do that year, they might have to work a little bit harder. So it builds upon what we've done. I will assume that they don't know it and reteach it, but it definitely goes pretty quick. Extra help is after school on Mondays after school. Wednesday or the night before a test, I do extra help virtually, and we do like a practice test together. So they had this syllabus. I just wanted to share that with you as well. My phone number is across the top right here. It's not a phone that rings though, so it might be easier to just email me instead. Email is probably the best way to get in touch with me. And then if you want, give me a good phone number and a time to call, then we can talk in person. That phone number, you're just able to leave a message and then I get it and then I can call you back. So that works also. I do have a Remind code for parents. So if you wanted to join Remind, you could do that. That would be another good way that we could communicate. And then the Google Classroom information is right there. So I give out a lot of packets. We don't use a textbook. I did recommend that they have a binder, pen or pencil, a graphing calculator. So a lot of them had their own graphing calculator. Otherwise, they borrowed one from the school for the year, and then they'll just return that in June. A good free app for their phone is Calculate 84. So I use that all the time on my phone in case I'm, doing some work and I don't have my calculator with me. So I grade everything on a point system. So tests are 100 points. Quizzes could be, 10, 20 plus points. Midterm exams, so that's 100 points or quarterly. Do now, so each day they come in, there's a do now on the board that they do, and then we go over it. So that should be, we go over it. I say the answer, and that should be 100. They hand that in at the end of the unit. Every Friday they have a spiral review that's due on Delta Math. So that's a 10-point test worth 10 points. It's 5 questions. They have a whole week to do it. Delta Math is an online website that we use. It's a cumulative review of everything that we've learned. They should have their notes out when they do it, pen or pencil, to work out any problems. And Delta Math is nice because they show you an example if you need to look at an example. There's a little video if you want it, if you don't remember how to do the problem. But it's all material that they've learned. And they do get 2 tries for that. Homework is, as I said, assigned every night. It's important that they try each problem, and then we go over that. All grades are on Power School, so if you need to get access to Power School, please ask your your son or daughter's guidance counselor. I'm not sure what, everybody has a unique login. And here's the Remind code again, if anybody wanted the Remind code. And then this is just for the kids, the Delta Math code, Google Classroom codes, and I already mentioned about extra help. So, please keep in touch. If there's any questions that you ever have, please feel free to email me, call, send a message on Remind, whatever's best. And I hope you have a good night. Thank you.